Oğlumuzu bulmuşken sonsuza kadar kaybetmekten çok korkuyorum onu.
Bizim inatçı oğlumuz bizden vazgeçer mi hiç?
Biz de ondan asla vazgeçmeyiz.
Git buradan. İstemiyorum. Seninkinizi de istemiyorum.
Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. We will talk about the details of the new episode of Bloodflowers. The sinner riddle is being solved. If you are ready, let's start. Baran, Dilan, and Sinner go to the stud farm together. Baran gives information about horses. Sinner asks if I can ride a horse. Baran says I will ride first and warm it up. Baran rides the horse. Dilan and Sinner watch it together. Dilan says Baran was riding a horse when I first saw him. He looked very strong, she says. Then she takes a trip to the past. She remembers the moments when Baran rode a horse again. She remembers the first time their eyes met. Sinner says I will be like Uncle Baran. I will be brave and strong, she says. Dilan is of course his son. You have his essence too. You will be kind-hearted and compassionate, she says. Baran says I will teach you too. You will drive fast like this, she says. Sinner gets happy. Dilan says no, it's too dangerous. She says slowly or we can't come again. Sinner says okay. Burfin thinks about her conversation with Ayhan Hanım. She asks, do you love Akif? Burfin's silence brings up Ayhan Hanım's story. There was a young man in love with me. He declared his love. But I ran away. He also gave up hope. He went and married someone else. They had children. I saw them on the beach. He said he was very happy. Meanwhile, Burfin is not trying to hide her love, but to hide the past. She thinks that if she finds out about the past, she will give up on me. Meanwhile, Akif also thinks about his conversation with Burfin. He is very upset. Ayhan Hanım feels sorry for Akif's condition. She says be a little patient. Sinner is ready to ride a horse. Baran puts Sinner on the horse. He starts to take him for a ride. Sinner says it's very fun. Baran says you're not scared, are you? Sinner says I'm not afraid because you are with me. Dilan succumbs to her anxiety. She calls out to them to be careful. Then Dilan also gets on the horse. They enjoy the pleasant time. The little family presents a happy picture at all times. Baran takes Sinner on his shoulders. Every moment is quite enjoyable. Later Dilan makes preparations to eat something. Sinner says, should we come again? Baran says, whenever you want. Sinner eats cheese pastry dipped in jam. Baran says, can sweet and salty go together? Sinner says it's delicious. Dilan says you should try it too now. Although Baran objects, he cannot resist Sinner and Dilan. Baran says she is beautiful. Then he says her mouth is jammed. Sinner says your mustache is jammed too to Baran. Sinner says let's never be upset again, okay? Dilan gets emotional. Sinner asks why are you upset? He says I got emotional. Sinner says don't ever pull a face, always smile. Baran was very angry with Sinner the other day. I know I scared you a lot. He says I'm sorry. He says I didn't want to upset you. Sinner hugs Baran who apologizes to him. Don't hurt my father again, okay? Aaron replies I promise. Dilan sees Tarek. Baran comes to him. Tarek says you can't take him away from me with the excuse of riding a horse. Baran says I promise, Sinner. I won't hurt you. Tarek says you can't take my son away from me. He says he will always see you as a stranger. Tarek turns his back and walks away. Baran tries to be patient thinking about the promise he made to Sinner. We lost a lot of time while Dilan was taking care of Sinner. I'm afraid to hope, he says. Ahmed uncle, you were very patient. You waited a long time. However, even though patience is bitter, its fruit is very sweet. The ignorant who wants to separate you from your child will get angry in time. He will make a mistake. He will not be able to separate him from you. He will understand in the end. He will understand that what happened hurt Sinner the most. Then he will hand you over to his real family. When Baran and Dilan come to the living room, Azaid and Kudret also try to understand what happened. Baran and Dilan try to explain what happened. Everyone is smiling. Dilan calls the psychologist. Meanwhile, Sinner is drawing in his room. Tarek comes to him. Sinner tells what happened excitedly. I rode horses with my Uncle Baran. Uncle Baran protected me. We had a great time, he says. Look, I drew in the picture. I am the storm and my Uncle Baran. Tarek gets angry. Your father is not mine. Baran, he says. Çınar gets very scared. Thereupon, Çınar says you are a bad father. Tarık apologizes. He remembers what his father made him go through in the past. However, it will not be easy for Çınar to accept. Çınar gets upset and leaves the room. Baran and Dilan chat together in the garden. They also get the support of the psychologist. Baran says, Miran, I dreamed of riding a horse with him when he was a baby. Dilan says they will have more beautiful moments. Dilan wants Miran potatoes and meatballs. She says, let me go and make them. Baran says, let's have our coffees first. Tarık gets angry at himself for raising his hand to Çınar. What difference am I left with from my father? He gets angry, saying, how could I do this? Çınar comes to him while he is sleeping. He calls out to him, my Çınar, my son. He says, I am losing you. You are slipping away from me day by day. I didn't want it to be like this. Forgive me. I love you more than anything and everyone, she says. Tuba sees Berfin while she is in the garden. Tuba says, aren't you and Akif Bey the characters in the book? Berfin says, Akif Bey said he loved me. Berfin says, do you love Akif Bey? Tell him, she says. Akif Bey says he is a very decent person. A man who will stand behind his love, he says. Berfin says there are things you don't know. Tuba says everyone has a past. He says it is in the past. Baran and Dilan make vacation plans. However, Dilan acts protective again. Baran says we should give him opportunities to discover himself. Dilan says you are right, we can overcome everything. Baran and Dilan talk about their happy moments. Tarık comes to them. He says to Baran and Dilan that he will tell Çınar everything tomorrow. Çınar deserves to learn the truth, he says. Tarık says that tomorrow he will learn that you are his mother and father. Tarık is very upset. Baran is still worried. What if he doesn't accept it or rejects us? His anxiety makes him very nervous. Dilan tries to calm Baran down. He says that everything will go well. Aser and Seda talk in the garden. Çınar says it worked for the first time. Tarık says that he should not break his bond with Çınar. He says that if this bond is broken, we cannot stay in the mansion. While Aser and Seda are talking about these, Tarık comes to them. She says we will tell Çınar everything. We will return to Mardin. She does not want to accept this situation. We will open a company, she says. We will establish a new life, she says. Aser and Seda both keep their mouths shut about the past. She gets very angry. Berfin thinks about Akif in the garden. Although she wants to open her heart. Akif's confession, Tuba's words, Ayhan Hanım's memory come to her mind. She is very afraid of regretting not declaring her love. Then she wants to send a message to Akif. Then she gives up again. Baran and Dilan come to Çınar's room. They watch him while he sleeps. The next day, Dilan remembers the past. She thinks about the moment Baran told her that she was pregnant. The results are out, you are becoming a father. Baran, am I becoming a father? Dad, is that so? She had hugged Dilan and congratulated her. Baran had felt the excitement of becoming a father at its peak. Baran tried to put on his cufflinks. I am very excited. My hands and feet got tangled, he says. Dilan helps him. Baran looks at Dilan's face. Are you okay? He says. Dilan went back 5 years. I remembered the moment I told you I was pregnant, he says. Baran said it was the best news of my life. Dilan said you were both very silly and very surprised. Baran said I didn't understand at first. Then we came back hugging you. Baran asked if we were acting too early. Dilan said we were already late. Now we will experience the things we were late for together, he says. Aser, meanwhile, is pursuing her treacherous plans. She talks to Ismet on the phone. Then I don't give up easily. It won't end until I say it's over, she says. Berfin decides to talk to Akif. Berfin says she will come with some medicine for the wound. Akif says I was going to dress it anyway. Berfin says I will do it. Akif tries to see the expression of love in Berfin's eyes. Berfin finally says me too. Akif, me too? Berfin says I like you too. Akif is very excited. His hands and feet get tangled up. Baran and Dilan go down to the living room. Çınar says good morning to them. Tarık comes over to them. He says good morning to Çınar. Çınar says good morning. Tarık thinks, call him dad. He says, for the last time, call him dad. At this moment, Çınar says dad. Tarık says, there is something I want to talk to you about with Baran and Dilan. Tarık says, I love you very much. And I will always love you. But there is one thing you need to know, he says. Çınar says, I am not your father. This is very difficult for both Çınar and Tarık. Your mother and father are Dilan and Baran, he says. Çınar looks at Baran and Dilan with a surprised expression. Then his face falls. Tarık cannot hold back his tears. Also, don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and share this story with your friends. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.